the beautiful island of Bali in Indonesia, known as the Island of the Gods. But it's not just the beautiful beaches and the clear blue waters that attracts millions of visitors each year. The island is also rich with culture and stunning scenery. But for 3 consecutive weeks, the world's leading badminton players have all been based here at the Bali International Convention Centre for the Indonesia Badminton Festival. And we've now reached the culmination of the entire tour, the HSBC BWF World Tour Finals, where we started with just the top 8 players and pairs in each of the 5 disciplines. And these are the magnificent trophies the players are playing for this week, plus there's the matter of $1.5 million in prize money. Now, we've already had 3 days of group round robin play, and it was just the top 2 in each group that has progressed to today's semi-final knockout stage. 2 sessions today, we've already had 5 semi-finals, and here in the second session we're starting with the second of the women's singles semi-finals. 2 former champions, the reigning world champion Pusarla Sindhu, winner of this title in 2018, up against Akane Yamaguchi, who won the end of year championships in 2017. Then it's men's doubles, and On Yu Sing and T U Yi of Malaysia looking to reach their first final of the year. They're up against the very much in form Hoki and Kobayashi, looking to reach a 4th final in 5 consecutive tournaments played. Then it is the first of the men's singles, and the 3-time and reigning world junior champion Vidithan from Thailand is up against the All England champion Lee Si-ja of Malaysia. Then it's men's doubles, and the world number 1s Gideon and Sukamuljo, winner of the end of year championships in 2017. They're up against the Olympic champions Li Yang and Wang Qilin, who happen to be the defending champions at the World Tour Finals. Then we finish with the second of the men's singles, Victor Axelsen, the Olympic champion, looking to reach a record equalling 5th final at the end of year championships, up against Lakshya Sen, who's in his first ever semi-final at a World Tour event. Well, with women's singles being our first semi-final of the second session, a chance for us to look at the draw, and we can immediately see that the number 1 seed, Pornpui Chochuwong, who finished top of Group A, has been beaten by An Se Young, who was second of Group B. She won An Se Young in 2 straight games, 25-23, 21-17 in 55 minutes, and that means that An Se Young is through to a 3rd final in 3 weeks here in Bali. But who will she play tomorrow? We are about to find out. Will it be Akane Yamaguchi, or will it be Pusarla Sindhu? Pusarla Sindhu looking to reach a 3rd final at the end of year championships. Not only winner in 2018, but had been beaten in the final the year prior to that. So, 2 players who have played many tournaments of late. In fact, most of the players here at this stage have played lots of badminton over the last 3 months, but they're both making their 6th appearance at the end of year championships. And as I was telling you, this lady, the reigning world champion Pusarla Sindhu, looking to reach a 3rd final at the end of year championships. She's up against Akane Yamaguchi, who is in her 5th semi-final at the end of year championships. The only time she's reached the final was in 2017 in Dubai, when she won the title, beating none other than her opponent of today. So this is a 21st meeting between these 2 players, and as you can see, of the previous 20, Pusarla Sindhu has the advantage, having won 12 of them. But the last time they met was the semi-final of the Indonesia Masters 2 weeks ago, and it was Akane Yamaguchi who won 21-13, 21-9, a very one-sided semi-final 2 weeks ago in just 32 minutes. So the toss of the coin complete, and Pusarla Sindhu won the toss of the coin. She's chosen ends, and I think that is very sensible. There is a drift in this arena, as we have been telling you for the last 3 weeks during competition here. 3 tournaments in 3 weeks, making up the Indonesia Badminton Festival. Pusarla Sindhu is the number 3 seed. She's 26 years of age, born in Secunderabad in North Hyderabad, and currently number 7 in the world ranking, but did reach number 2, where she spent a total of 11 weeks. Now, on Wednesday, she beat Lena Kristoffersen of Denmark in 2 straight games, 38 minutes for that one. Then on Thursday, beat Yvonne Lee from Germany. That was 31 minutes. Friday, she lost. Yesterday, she lost to the number 1 seed, Pornpui Chochuan, in 3 games, 1 hour and 11 minutes for that group decider yesterday. So to the number 2 seed, Akane Yamaguchi, 24 years of age, and she finished the year ranked 2 on the World Tour standings, and that's the 5th time that she has finished the year in the top 3 on the end of year rankings, and that's quite remarkable because, as you can see, she's only 24 years of age and been world number 1 a total of 10 weeks as world number 1. And when we look at her matches so far, on Wednesday she beat Yao Xiaoming of Singapore, but Yao Xiaoming then withdrew from the tournament after that, so that didn't count. On Thursday she needed 3 games to beat the lady who's already in the final, An Si Young. And then yesterday she beat the number 4 seed Busanan Ongbangorangpan from Thailand in 2 straight games.
Ready to play?
So our court officials for this one, Hermin Amin Meh from Iran is our umpire for this one, and Artur Zalushnoi from Estonia is the service judge. I'm Jill Clark, delighted to say Steen Peterson is sitting alongside me once again, and Steen, it really is quite remarkable. A 5th time that Akane Yamaguchi has been ended the year ranked in the top 3 on the World Tour standings.
Extremely steady.
Yeah.
Extremely steady. And I think there's a lot that could, a lot of people could see that Yamaguchi could take a title here at the World Tour Finals. That would be fitting.
Well, she's been in 3 finals in her last 4 tournaments.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Akane Yamaguchi, Japan. And on my left, Pusarla Sindhu, India. Akane Yamaguchi to serve, love all, play.
So the second of the women's singles semi-finals, Akane Yamaguchi, the number 2 seed, getting this semi-final underway against the reigning world champion and number 3 seed, Pusarla Sindhu. Oh, that's landed in.
Pusarla Sindhu challenges
Oh
called
my goodness,
in.
you're not challenging on the very first rally, surely. Only 2 challenges per game. If she's wrong, then only 1 challenge left in game number 1.
She must be absolutely certain.
She must be certain. And she's wrong.
Challenge unsuccessful, 1 challenge remaining.
Oh, that is extraordinary.
1, love.
I remember being absolutely astonished when Novak Djokovic challenged on the first point of a match. Well, they at least get 3 challenges per set.
And
That's just
perhaps
right.
be more inclined to challenge that one.
Yeah.
Not because I think it's a wrong call, but it's just much more difficult to, well, it's more difficult to see the ones that come across over the sideline where exactly there's a touchdown.
That's just wide as well.
Yeah.
Well, both of these players have been in World Tour tournament finals this year. Yamaguchi has been in 3 from 5 World Tour events, winning 2 of them, the Denmark Open and the French Open. Those were back-to-back titles, 2 titles in 2 weeks. Also reached the final of the Indonesia Masters. 750 event it was, the first of the 3 tournaments here in Bali. That's gone on as well. As far as Sindhu is concerned, she's been in 1 World Tour tournament final this year. That was the Swiss Super 300 event. Lost out to Carolina Marin. That one's gone long of the back line. Now, Steen, I don't know if you watched the semi-final of the Indonesia Masters. I know you were back home in Denmark at the time, but when these two played against each other, did you manage to catch any of it?
No, I didn't see that one.
That's gone right. Rather scuppered my question about why it was why it was so one-sided.
Yeah, and I think it's really interesting because the playing conditions are a little bit slow, or quite slow, and that should, in my opinion, favor PV Sindhu. And also looking at the head-to-heads, Sindhu's won at the All England and the Olympics, but then here she lost quite significantly, and I think we have to take that into account when we try to judge the favorite of today's match, because that goes a little bit against the head-to-heads, which is, as you said, 12-8 in favor of Sindhu. And I've checked the bookies, and they have Yamaguchi a 3-1 favorite. So that must be based on that result from Indonesia Masters.
What's going on? 3-1 on. Favourite or?
Yeah, 75% favourite to win.
Oh, good net shot from Yamaguchi. Very good lift as well from Sindhu. Yeah. 5 straight points from Love. 4 down to 5-4 up. Oh, that's a great shot. Yeah, a little hold and flick from Yamaguchi.
And also catches Sindhu in a position where it's difficult for her to get back to that corner there. We saw a number of times yesterday when she played Chochowong that she left shots there, sort of hoping they were out or judging that they were out, which was very rarely the case. See, there it is again.
Yeah.
6-5.
That's way in badminton terms.
It's strange because she's caught with her right foot in front, which is actually okay. That's the way you want it to be. So it would be much worse had she had her left leg in front in that situation, going to her long backhand corner. So there's no obvious reason why she shouldn't be able to maneuver herself to a backhand shot there. But I think she started much better today, Sindhu, as we see here, than we saw yesterday, and there was a lot of mistakes yesterday, and I think she got the opponent that she wanted today. She wanted it to be either Yamaguchi or Cho Wong, who she played yesterday, and definitely didn't want to play An Se-young in the semi-final.
Just wide.
9-6.
Yeah. Deep backhand corner again.
7-9.
It's well played.
Yeah.
Excellent. A little quick cross drop shot from Yamaguchi. Yeah, just where she came from, Sindhu, that put pressure on her.
Yeah, she's done well. Closed the 3-point deficit. Back level. That's a lovely shot.
Service over. 10-9.
That's a sloppy return of serve.
Interval.
And it means that the reigning world champion, Pusarla Sindhu, has a 2-point advantage at the mid-game interval here in the opening game. Taking it quite low. The return of serve and a simple error.
Seconds. 20 seconds. Eleven, 9. Play.
Well, certainly in these early stages, Steen, it looks to me as if Pusarla Sindhu is the more sprightly of the two. I'm wondering whether the accumulation of tiredness is beginning to take its toll with the Yamaguchi.
I think it might be. I mean, she's played a lot of matches, so obviously the touch is really good from Yamaguchi, but she must be able to start to feel all the matches that she's played over the last 10 weeks.
This is her 32nd match over that period of time. That's a lot for a singles player. Well, that was since I said that she perhaps looked a bit tired. Well, she looked to try and inject a bit of pace in that rally. Pace of movement.
The difficult part for Yamaguchi compared to, for instance, Cho Wong that we saw yesterday is that she can't control the rallies the same way Cho Wong was able to, because she simply doesn't have the reach to do it. So she's forced to play her normal rallying style. That's well played though. And that gives Sindhu a little bit more peace. She doesn't have to be that focused on the downward shots from Yamaguchi. She's got an easier task of covering those shots compared to the ones of Chuchuan.
That's good reactions there.
Yeah.
12, 13.
She's lost more than a couple of points by playing too short, Sindhu, and that's really what she's got to make sure that she's got the right length on her shots when she's playing the far side of the court here, as she is. That's too short again, then she's in trouble.
Oh, she's got out of it.
Yeah.
Service over. 14, 12. Play.
Oh, that's well reached. Oh,
Cute.
clever.
Service over.
Good use of the body smash from Yamaguchi.
Yeah, especially going for the left hip. Here it comes. She's played a number of straight smashes where Sindhu's just stretched out for them. So putting it just on the other side of the body
Get ready.
compared to her forehand side makes it difficult to cover both.
Or left.
Good. Service over. 15, 13.
Good clear. Like,
Just wide.
Service over.
That's a pity from PV Sindhu's perspective. Backhand net, then deep forehand corner, making Yamaguchi move the diagonal. And I think Yamaguchi had given up on it. I think it was just fortuitous for her that it was wide.
Play.
Oh yes, lovely.
Service over.
had a good sound, that smash there from PV Sindhu.
Drifts long, and now it's a 3-point cushion.
17, 14.
It's a perfect development so far for PV Sindhu. If she can take this first game, she's very close, in my opinion, to a World Tour finals final, because Yamaguchi has been made to work a lot. And if she ends up losing this first game here, there's a long, long way to to go for the Japanese.
Dear me.
18-14.
Another error on the return of serve from Akane Yamaguchi. Service error.
Service over. 15-18.
Oh, lucky net cord.
Service over. 19-15.
That's wide, and it's game point opportunities for
20.
Pusarla Venkata Sindhu. Only needed the one. 21-15, the opening game
First game won
to
by
the reigning world
Pusarla
champion,
Sindhu,
Pusarla
21-15.
Venkata Sindhu. 21-15 in 18 minutes. Yeah, a little slow onto the defensive shot, Yamaguchi. Opening game, 21-15.
Seconds. 20 seconds. Court.
Well, she looked very impressive in that opening game, did Pusarla Venkata Sindhu.
Level. Play.
Oh, we've said it many times before, she's a big tournament player. And the World Tour Finals, certainly the biggest prize money on offer in the world of badminton. In fact, the World Tour Finals title that she won in 2018 remains her only World Tour title to date. 5 World Championship medals, 2 Olympic medals. And that goes down as a tired-looking shot, in my opinion.
And she's also trying to play it really, really close, because that's one of the situations where she can gain an advantage, Yamaguchi, if she can make Sindhu run the longest distance there. Well played.
Yeah. Perfect placement.
1-0.
So is there something tactically, do you think, that Yamaguchi should be doing to try and turn this around?
Yeah, she can play the the backcourt of Sindhu with more confidence now. That's too short. So it's really important that she gets the correct length. We saw in the first game she made a number of errors on Sindhu's backline, the one that's now her own. So she plays a bigger court, so to speak. Unfortunately, she very often gives away chances. I mean, she's basically got to attack and not lift, because Sindhu gets a little bit of help here in the smashes, and they've been absolutely magnificent all through the match. So she still needs to control. She needs to work really hard, Yamaguchi, and she's got to hope that Sindhu cannot hit the back line with accuracy, because then she can focus more on the front court, Yamaguchi, and so perhaps neutralize the attack of PV Sindhu and drive around the court from the front court.
Left. Well, we had a discussion yesterday about whether you believed, I believed, that PV Sindhu was an attacking player, and certainly her attack today has been extremely good, hasn't it, so far?
It has been extremely good. I want to call Exhibit 1A, that was yesterday, where she played an awful lot of shots from below the tape, and that was because she met, in my opinion, a more controlling player, not allowing her to, or not freely giving her the attack. The problem for Yamaguchi is that she's not the tallest of players, and that means that she has to play the rally. It's extremely tough for her physically to play an attacking style on this far side of the court. So Sindhu, she will get chances, but she's not necessarily playing herself into these chances. They here it is. It occurs by chance.
It's gone wide.
And that's why I feel that she's much more content retrieving, and then eventually, when she's retrieved enough, then she gets an attacking opportunity free of charge, so to speak. She's not sort of creating her own luck, if we can use that phrase.
Well, you say that Yamaguchi is not the tallest of athletes. She's 156. Oof, indecision there, which is just under 5'2". Good play from Yamaguchi, very good play. And PV Sindhu, as she's better known in her home country, is 23 centimetres taller.
That's a lot.
9 inches taller.
%14 or so. We need to have stats like the boxers with the arm length and reach and stuff like that.
It's a nice smash straight down the line from Yamaguchi. That's a beauty.
7-6.
5 of the last 6 points.
If I was Sindhu, I would play a little deception and then to the net on the short service.
8-6.
good angle, that. And she's able to do that in large part because of her height and her reach. That's a super shot. Look at that.
Thank you.
Oi.
Oh my goodness.
8-all.
She must have
Totally
been,
lost her spatial awareness
yeah,
there.
she must have been certain that it was in.
Absolutely no point taking it that late. Might as well let it drop.
Service all. 9-8.
Yep, she's missed quite a few net shots, hasn't she?
Yeah, she has.
Yamaguchi.
And so much for that touch I talked about.
Well, I think
But-
the thing is, Steen, is that when you're tired, your decision making deteriorates and
Yeah.
your touch isn't as good as it, you know, with these delicate shots.
And you perhaps also want to get too big an advantage by the shot.
Yeah.
You're not
Yeah.
satisfied by just playing it over and continuing the rally. Landed in.
Service all.
Nice. The back line.
9.
Oh yeah, just inside the back line.
It's one of the situations where I also feel that
Oh, that's clever.
yeah, that's a good shot.
Very, very clever from
Service all.
Sindhu.
All.
Where I feel that she's too content lifting to be designated an attacking player. Too content lifting from the front court. But let's agree that it's undecided between us.
Yeah. Well, you see, I don't regard lifting from the net as a defensive thing. I think
No.
it's to do with the fact that she
Making the
doesn't
court
have
big.
confidence in her own net play sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice block off the body.
11.
And
10.
it is Akane Yamaguchi who has the advantage, albeit just a 1-point advantage here at the mid-game interval of the second game. But the reigning world champion, PV Sindhu, having taken the first, yeah, that was a beauty, wasn't it? Watch how she just sways the body out of the way to give herself the freedom to play the shot. That was amazing. Look at that. Terrific.
Good. Sindhu. Good.
Now, Sindhu needs to be careful here because she's not returning to court when the umpire instructs her to do so. Just taking
11,
a few extra
10.
seconds.
Play.
So just 1 point in it. 11-10.
Short.
good defence.
I mean, so far, Yamaguchi's done really well here in the second game.
That was beautiful defensive play from Yamaguchi. Yep. Good follow up. Oh, there's a challenge here. I don't think she'll win that.
13.
She won't be allowed to challenge.
Lady place.
Ah, did she look at her coach?
No, but I think she just looked out over the back line a little bit too long, according to our umpire.
Well, I think she would have lost that challenge anyway.
I think so too.
That's a lovely defensive shot. Lovely.
Service over. 11, 13. Service over. 14, 11.
Oh, good defence. How on earth did she turn that?
Service over. 12, 14.
That was remarkable, wasn't it? One thought it had to be a straight block. Somehow she managed to turn that cross court. Oh, service fault called.
Too high. Service over.
Too high.
I've been noticing that ever since the first game, that when she flicks, she really lifts her left arm a lot, and apparently it hasn't been too much, but it must be right on the limit. Yes.
Just wide.
Yeah, but the cross defense from Sindhu
15.
2 rallies ago, that was a feedback to Yamaguchi that she'd become too predictable with her smashes down the backhand side, so she needed to make the court big. The same could be said for PV Sindhu when she's got the opportunity in her backhand. Was that a jump smash?
It was a jump smash, and it was
16.
an outright winner.
13.
Wow. Where from?
Here we go. Look at that.
Yeah.
Terrific. Sorry, Steen, I interrupted you there.
I think I was I've forgotten what I wanted to say anyway. Yeah, I think I was finished. No, PV Sindhu, from her backhand side, she needs to get the cross smash in as well to keep Yamaguchi guessing. But at the moment, she's not really smashing that much. And we can see that it's helped Yamaguchi to be able to play the back court with confidence.
14, 17.
Oh, yes. She moved nicely into that deep forehand corner.
Service over. 18, 14.
Let's take a look at her feet, if we can see it. Yeah, they're in front of the first line. It's very, very short from Sindhu, and that's because she's afraid of the drift. I'm positive.
Service over. 15, 18.
Yeah.
Problems in the backhand again.
Service so.
Yeah.
Indeed, as soon as she can't
15.
go under at PV Sindhu and has to play the low backhand, that's not really a good shot.
No, that one was woefully short, wasn't it? Yamaguchi hardly had to move from her base position in the centre of the court. That's clever. Brilliant, brilliant.
Oh, oh.
What a rally. Best rally of the match so far.
20.
And what a way
Game
to bring
point,
up
15.
8 game point opportunities. Sindhu did awfully well to stay in the rally.
Yeah. In the middle of the rally, the one she gets in the forehand side at the net, that's her bread and butter, getting shots like that back.
So converts on her first game point
Second
opportunity.
game won
And
by
we've got
Akane Yamaguchi, 21,
symmetry in the
15.
scoreline.
One game.
One goal game all, and both games won 21-15. 38 minutes into the match and one game apiece.
Seconds. 20 seconds.
So one game all. In the second women's singles semi-final here at the HSBC BWF World Tour Finals.
Final game. Love all. Play.
Interesting first rally there to see what Yamaguchi had in mind in terms of neutralizing Sindhu, and it was apparently very, very high lops, lifts from the net. And I must say that I'm...
Here's another.
yeah.
Oh yes, good follow up.
But she's close to it, Yamaguchi, and the rationale behind it must be the same as we see in men's doubles, that the timing is more difficult when the shuttle drops vertically from the ceiling, so to speak, and that gives Yamaguchi just that little extra split second she needs. In a lot of cases, they hope that will come through.
Short.
Good follow-up.
2-1. There's a shuttle.
Yeah, full of admiration for Yamaguchi, because it looked like she was really tired after the first game, and I thought she would have struggled in the second, but she's not so easy to beat. Wow.
Oh, that got badly deflected, that smash from Yamaguchi by the net cord. Sindhu did awfully well to get a racket to it.
And again, things are happening. Yamaguchi's attacking the short serve all of a sudden. I mean, and she misses that one, but she's trying something
3-2.
proactive on the side where she lost the first game. I like that.
Oh, that's well judged.
Service all. 3-all.
Yeah, clearly long. Missed it. She was off balance when she played that.
Service over. 4-3.
Oh, good deception.
Service over.
Oh, it's point for point at the moment.
All.
Lovely return of serve. What happened there? Was it just missed timing?
I think she was on her way back. Sindhu feared a lift from Yamaguchi and wasn't really ready for the challenge in the flat game.
Good net shot across court. The other one drifts long.
Service over. 5-all.
Oh,
Wide.
simple error.
6-5.
Not the best of serves. Good rally. Oh,
Oh,
super!
fantastic.
What a shot from PV Sindhu. really acute angle, really crisp. Look how sharply this comes down. That's a wonderful shot.
I think basically it's the first time we see her use it today, and yesterday both her and Cho Wong were quite fond of that cross drop. Very efficient.
On this rally so far. Yeah, and that was an important rally, I just sense, Steve.
5.
Yeah, coming out strong after the long one.
Not only that, I think the 3-point advantage scoreline.
Yeah.
A way to go yet, but I
Play.
feel that unless Yamaguchi is very careful here, Sindhu could start really pulling away.
Good shot.
Brilliant again. Brilliant.
9.
It comes so fast. It's really, really difficult for Yamaguchi to cover both the straight smash and then this one.
5 straight points.
See, there was the smash. From the same position as she played the cross drop.
Oh, my goodness. That's a backbreaker. This is brilliant.
Perfect. Perfect play.
I suspected this might happen.
5.
Really beginning to impose herself on this deciding game, PV Sindhu.
Thank you. Sindhu. Finish shot.
Yeah,
11.
on a
5.
run of 7
Interval.
straight
Change
points.
ends.
A 6-point advantage at the change of ends here in the deciding game for the reigning world champion, Pusarla Sindhu. "50 minutes into the match.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Park Sang, Sindhu's coach, always very animated
Players on court.
with his hand gestures when he's coaching.
Yeah, so it's 2 Korean coaches on court.
Yeah,
Sindhu.
2 Korean nationals.
Yeah.
11. 5. Play.
8 straight points. Missed it. Finally, the run comes to an end,
Service sold.
but that
6.
run of 8 straight points has put a very different complexion on this deciding game.
Yeah, big advantage, of course, to Sindhu at the moment.
Sindhu ended faster.
I almost feel that it's hers to lose at the moment.
Yeah.
Yamaguchi needs some quick points, some cheap points, so to speak, in order to be back in this third game.
But if there was ever a women's singles player that you knew was never going to give up
Yeah.
and just keep trying and trying, it would have to be Yamaguchi.
She's closed half of it. No, sorry. I thought she had 8 already, but 8-12 now. 2/3 of the gap. Still missing. It's landed in
Oh,
again.
it's landed in. She's challenging.
Pusarla,
No
Sindhu
way.
challenges called
She's
in.
going to win that one.
You saw it as clearly in.
Yeah.
I have to say, instinctively, I thought it was in. Well, let's see what the instant review says. They agree with us. Clearly in.
Challenge unsuccessful. One
Perhaps a
challenge
good
remaining.
challenge anyway to sort of just get a little break and make sure that Yamaguchi doesn't get into a rhythm.
Play.
Yeah, good follow-up again.
Service sold.
And the verbal celebration
9.
shows just how much this match means to PV Sindhu. Oh, I thought that may have been going wide. What a rally. There,
Service
you
sold.
could sense the tension.
10, 13.
Longest rally so far, beating the previous longest rally by 2 shots.
Play.
Missed it. That, to me, Steve, looked like a fairly nervous shot. I thought there was a bit of tension in the arm there from
Yeah.
Sindhu. Scoreboard pressure. You said a moment ago, it's our match to lose.
Yeah, she was almost starting before Gooch has lost the serve.
Yeah.
Service sold. 14, 11. Pusarla. Avoid of unnecessary walking. Take a position and make it through. No. She was ready. Okay?
The umpire saying to Pusarla and Carter Sindhu, don't wander around the court before getting ready to serve or to receive. That's time wasting. Oh, she missed that. That's careless.
That's the problem when you've been down 12-6 in a game. There's not much room for shots like this.
Yeah, she was actually down 5-12.
5-12, wow.
Good retrieving. Oh my goodness! How did she do that? Another big point. Oh, went for the acute angle again.
12, 15.
And Sindhu's not totally fresh either.
No.
Players. Thank you.
Well, the match clock just about to tick over the hour mark.
Back to court.
Good save.
And that's just wrong. Was a challenge here
Akane
from Yamaguchi.
challenges
It's her
called
first
out.
challenge of the entire match. But it is only 2 challenges per game. So despite her not using any challenges earlier in the match. Now I saw that as long. Indeed it was.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. Service over. 16, 12. Play.
Oh yes. She has used the cross-court smashes to great effect in this match, Sindhu. Both from around the head position, the angled smash, and also this one. Super play. Oh yes. Well, I think we're now at a stage of now or never as far as Yamaguchi is concerned. She's got to really start closing down this gap. Well, that's a bit of a gift, isn't it?
Yeah.
Missed it. She was off balance when she played that.
50.
And she paid the price.
And that's the small margins. Earlier on we saw one where she was just in a tiny little bit better position, PV Sindhu, and she won the rally within 2 shots because she was able to intercept. Oi.
Oh, that's unbelievable. Having scampered the full diagonal of the court to play that tight spinning net shot. Look at this from Yamaguchi. How did she do that? The shuttle was upside down as it went over the net. Watch it.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Basically playing full court against one corner.
Yes.
Absolutely amazing. What a fantastic match this has been.
Yeah. 4 straight points and just 1 point in it.
It's gone on.
And she's back level.
17 all.
The 5-point deficit has been closed. Wow. It's well long. So 17 all. Brilliant.
What an answer. What an answer.
18-7.
After losing 5 straight.
Yeah, that was put away emphatically.
We don't have any stats on how many times Yamaguchi has thrown herself in this match. I think that's important for a player like her. We can see the difficult level of the match that could be measured in how many times she's had to throw herself, I think.
Well, I said she never gives up and she's a great fighter.
Yeah, she is. Wait, there's another mistake there.
That was tension, I'm certain.
Soft below the tape in the backhand side. Around the double service line.
So who's got the nerve? 18 all. Great
Oh,
job.
that's a beauty.
What a drop
Oh.
shot. She leapt in the air, looked as if she was going to play the power smash and checked the racket head at the last moment to play the disguised drop shot. Watch this. That's a beauty. And to play that at 18 all in the deciding game, what courage. Absolutely amazing. So into the lead at this crucial stage. Brilliant. This match is just getting better and better.
Fantastic shot.
All.
So who's going to have the match point opportunity? Cross-court smash. We've talked about her smashing from both deep corners, and well, she's played the cross-court smash today. 19 all.
Oi, net.
And she was ready to pounce, was
20.
Sindhu.
Match point 19.
And that courage at the front of the courts, playing the net shot off the net shot, means that the reigning world champion has a match point opportunity. 2019. Done it. Pusarla Venkata Sindhu through to a third final at the end of year championships. The former champion, the winner 3 years ago and beaten finalist 4 years ago, beats the number 2 seed Akane Yamaguchi in 3 thrilling games.
Match
On a run of
won
3
by
straight
Pusarla
points at the
with
end.
Sindhu, 21-15.
Well, the delights for the tall
21-19.
Indian world champion. This is the final rally. And look at the elation at the end. Was off balance once more with a round the head smash. But followed up so well. And there, the delight. Only one women's singles player has ever contested more finals now at the end of year championships. Second on the list, Pusarla Venkata Sindhu, as she books her place in the final, beating Akane Yamaguchi 21-15, 15-21, 21-19 in the deciding game in 1 hour and 10 minutes. Well, what a fantastic match to get us underway on the second session of semi-finals day. Next up is men's doubles, and it's on New Sin and Tiu of Malaysia up against the number 2 seeds Takuro Hoki and Yugo Kobayashi. So welcome back to beautiful Bali. Clear blue waters, coral reefs. And it's where we've been based for 3 consecutive weeks. Well, what a wonderful match to get us underway in the second session on semi-finals day. And in fact, the only match in this evening's session that's not a repeat match from earlier this week. Next up is the first of the men's doubles. On